Hello, my name is Quentin, and I'm a child of the 80s. Recently, I was on my streaming services looking for such gems as The Last Boy Scout and Conan the Barbarian. And the more I looked into the movies I actually wanted to watch from back in the day, it kept saying buy now or rent now. And the thing is, it was really frustrating because the thing is, why do I have these services if I can't find these movies? And I get it because the thing is, these movies aren't in high demand, they're old. But the whole purpose is to have these movies to stream to you for your convenience. And you shouldn't be locked out of choices. So I decided to go old school and actually get them on DVD and Blu ray. And the thing is, I think the upfront cost will be greater, but over time, I think they'll be cheaper than actually doing the streaming services. It, it'll actually be cheaper than doing the streaming services because the streaming services seem to go up every year. Currently, I'm paying $89 for all the actual services. And the thing is, $89 a month for like 12 months is like a grand when it works out for the whole entire year. And the thing is, with a grand, you can buy a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs every year, and eventually you'll get to the point where you have the ones that make you happy, and you don't need any more. Because the thing is, it's not a question of collecting all and having thousands of Blu-rays and thousands of DVDs. It's just having the ones that mean something to you, so you can pop them in. And the thing is, I think there's a lot of choice with paralysis when we actually have so many choices. The thing is, we look through these actual like listings over and over again trying to find movies, and the thing is, I'm finding that if they're on the shelf, I intentionally pick them up and I put them in the player and I watch them, because the thing is, it's a pain in the ass to keep going up and down flipping the actual movies to find one. You actually make up your mind and you commit to an actual movie. So today I figured I would show some of the pickups I had for the month to start my collection. And basically, I think it works out to around $2 a movie, which is not bad. And there's quite a few, so we'll do it in sections. So for the first section, we'll take a look at some of the action movies I got. So first up is Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Great movie. Unfortunately, Mr. Gibson these days is doing bad in the public opinion. He has a couple strikes against him, but I won't hold it against him because he makes great art. The new Rocky Balboa. And the thing is, I grew up with Rocky and it was totally cheese, and I was expecting something like cheesy still, but this actually was a good story. It was well grounded and actually looked at Rocky and later on in life, and I really appreciate it. So it's one of my favorites. Now, this is the movie that actually set this whole thing off. I love me some Patrick Swayze. And the thing is, every time I'd watch it on Amazon, it'd be with commercials. And the thing is, why would I pay more to watch the movie when I'm already paying $99 a year? So I was like, I need to get me some Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze, and that's what started everything off. Another classic with Mel Gibson, Signs. Vamonos, children, vamonos. I love this. Um, they don't make them like this anymore because I guess it wouldn't be tolerated. But Schwarzenegger in Total Recall, some of his one-liners are just great. I wish that the people would actually just allow people to make things without getting their heads into a tizzy, because not everything is for everyone. And this is a great movie, and I think a lot more people would appreciate it if they just realize it's the 80s, let it go. Edward Scissorhands. Um, Mr. Burton, Johnny Depp. Need to say more. This one I haven't seen yet. Everybody says this is a tearjerker. So for $2, you really can't complain. So I'm gonna put this in sometime and take a peek. Maybe we'll talk about it after I see it. Natalie Portman and V for Vendetta. Pretty cool movie. Inspired a lot of people to start wearing that Guy Fawkes mask. And basically, it was kind of funny to see the guy from The Matrix in this one. It threw me off a little bit, but it was a good movie. What about the baby? Willow with Val Kilmer. I think it's under appreciated his performance in this, being the drunken fool. Basically, I saw this in movies as a kid and I really enjoyed it. And I want to check it out again to see how it actually aged compared to right now. I know it's not going to be amazing It was probably 10 times better when I was a kid, but I just want to see how far it came. Gran Torino. This is on a lot of lists for one of the greatest movies, like top 100s. So I'm actually going to check this one out. Um, my favorite, um, my favorite Clint Eastwood movie is actually Heartbreak Ridge with Mario Van Peebles. Yeah, Mario Van Peebles. So I'm going to be looking for that one. Um, the wife made me get this one. I don't really like this. I find Chris Tucker a little annoying, but it's Bruce Willis, and we are a Bruce Willis fan family. Speaking of Bruce, here it is. Last Boy Scout. Be careful. Satan Claus is everywhere. And then the classic Indiana Jones. I'm sorry, but Indiana Jones ended at the third one, as far as I'm concerned. And this one, Short Circuit, it was cute. It would never fly today because there's actually a white dude playing an Indian dude in this. And the thing is, as a kid, I didn't even realize that was the case. It was only until later on that I was on the internet site looking up old movies that was pointed out. I was like, wait a minute, he's right. Used to watch this all the time when it came on CBS each year. Sort of like the Wizard of Oz situation. I love me a good John Travolta dancing, and I look forward to it. And then here's the best I've been looking for: Arnold and Conan. Grace Jones still scares the shit out of me as a grown man, but that's okay. It's a great movie. Um, she's the man. Yes, a guilty little pleasure. Cute little story. 90s. We'll check that out sometime. I'm disappointed because I bought this. I didn't realize it was the full screen instead of the widescreen. So I'll still check it out on this DVD, but I'll be looking out if there's actual widescreen edition. And then after I was on Netflix, I saw the sequel to Happy Gilmore, so I decided to pick up Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. And you know what? I don't mind Adam Sandler flicks. They're not like they're good time laugh jokes, and I really do appreciate it because sometimes you just want to like turn your brain off and have a couple laughs, and Adam Sandler always delivers. Now I knew the story about this before this movie came out, about how what actually happens, and the thing is, it's I'm not going to ruin it, but the thing is, I actually want to see how Ron Howard delivered it. It's a very very amazing story. So we'll check this out one time, and I'll talk about it after I see it. Con Air. What can I say? Nicolas Cage always brings the heat, and I love it. This one's for the wife. I had to pick it up, but she's a big fan. It's not bad per se. It's just not my thing. Uh, it's Al Pacino. You have to watch it. It's it's overquoted. It's overdone, but it has to be in the collection. Best Shyamalan movie. I don't know. Maybe Science. I don't know. It's up in the air. The twist is actually quite good. Oh, and there's The Wizard of Oz. Always was a classic. Always watched that as a kid every year on CBS, and never got tired of it. So I'll have to keep that tradition alive by actually watching it once a year. Trying to get my Quentin Tarantino collection up. I'm not the biggest fan of Django, but I get it. Jamie Foxx is pretty good. The guy who plays the dentist, really really good. Leonardo DiCaprio, a little hard to swallow because I always see him as a good guy, but that's what makes it so good because he's testable in this. I'm getting too old for this shit. Lethal Weapon 3. It's not the best Lethal Weapon, but it's good Lethal Weapon. Him and Danny Glover do a great job as always, and they're always entertaining. Good Will Hunting and Rounders. And the thing is, I saw this as a combo. I'm not a big fan of Rounders, but Good Will Hunting. I love that movie. And How About Them Apples is always a classic line. One of my favorite movies of all time. Yes, it's cheesy. Yes, it's not quite a period piece because it has some like modern situations of it, but we can all change our stars. Lethal Weapon 2. More Mel, more good. Pretty Woman, classic back in the day. $50 you can watch, Grandpa. American History X. When I first saw this, I was like, Edward Norton playing a skinhead or neo-Nazi or whatever he was. It was a little jarring, and yeah, it's a it's a good story because you know what the thing is, I thought it was going to be one thing and it ended up being another, and it's a good thing. Black Hawk Down. Shout out to my buddy Kirk. This is one of his favorite movies of all time. So I do believe, is this not Ridley Scott? I do believe. So I'm going to check that out. Show Me the Money, Jerry Maguire. That kid was so adorable. Cuba Gooding Jr. puts on a great performance, and Tom Cruise, as always, delivers. Kill Bill Volume 2. What can you say? Great Tarantino flick. Number 1. Encino Man, yes, definitely an 80s movie, or was it 90s? Was it 90s? I think it was 90s. Wheezing the Juice. There you go. $1 Million Baby. This one also has a twist. I didn't even see it coming, but very heartfelt, great Clint Eastwood movie. History of Violence with Viggo Morrison, is it? I do believe. Wanted to check this one out. $2. I was like, I'll give it a shot. Then you got The Departed, another Leo flick. Can't complain. And yes, I got this one for myself. I don't want to hear it. Legally Blonde 2. It's a cute little movie. I really do like it. Who doesn't like them? Some Christopher Walken. The Prophecy. Great movie. Plays the angel Gabriel. Another guilty 90s pleasure. Drive Me Crazy. Had the Britney Spears video as the soundtrack. No Crying in Baseball. A League of Their Own with Madonna, Rosie, and Tom Hanks. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah, well, they work together at least. Night of the Museum. I got this one because I really like the Robin Williams character in this. Ben Stiller, always puts on a great little show. Now, I saw this as a kid. I couldn't tell you what it's about. I know it's about some water and some special effects. So we're definitely going to have to check this one out. See if it was actually any good. Got that Christmas movie, Elf. Santa! Now, this made me mad. See, I saw this, and I saw Michael Douglas, and I saw the words Wall Street, but I did not see Shia LaBeouf and company at the bottom. So I was actually looking for the old classic Wall Street, and every time I've actually gone to the actual stores and looked for it, it's been this copy. It hasn't been the old school copy, so I'm still looking for the old school copy. I don't believe I saw this. Maybe I did, but it's probably forgettable. I'm looking for Wall Street because greed is good. Another one that made me upset. I thought I was getting Kevin Bacon. I don't know why I didn't see the cover. I just said Footloose and put it in the cart. So that's on me. Another classic, Bring It On. Very funny. Have the original Lethal Weapon on Blu-ray You know what? I didn't realize this was a Christmas movie. And I was watching it again and I saw, and I think what makes a Christmas movie is there has to be lights, Christmas music, and they have to actually say something about Christmas. And that's what makes it a Christmas movie. And I don't want to hear that Die Hard's not a Christmas movie because they do all three of those. Fried green tomatoes and the coal miner's daughter. Now, growing up as a little kid, I remember the coal miner's daughter was a big deal, but I do love me some fried green tomatoes. Great movie. Like I said, we are a Bruce Willis family. Tears of the Sun. Not very like doesn't play a lot of range, but still Bruce. The classic Shawshank Redemption in Andy. And then we have Uncle Buck. I watched this recently, and as a kid, I did not realize that Uncle Buck was unemployed. It didn't occur to me that Uncle Buck was probably a degenerate gambler. And the thing is, it's a John Hughes movie, and I think I'm going to collect more John Hughes movies because I remember that being the go-to like cinema universe in the 80s growing up as a kid. 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Weird Science. See if you can find that one. And that's about it for the collection. It's not bad. We're going to add some more. Actually, going to watch them, but we're going to add some more. Going to get some more Tom Cruise. Definitely some more Tom Cruise. Maybe some more Arnold Schwarzenegger with the Running Man. I love that. Who loves you and who do you love? Yeah, Running Man. And I think this will be a monthly segment where I'll buy some more movies and we'll see what the grand total is. I think right now the running total, if I'm not mistaken, is we are at like $74. I do believe altogether. I could be wrong, but these are mostly all the movies that I bought that I can remember that I bought. There's probably some in the back that I forgot to put up here, but yeah, for now, I'll talk to you later. Peace.